I am so happy to have you. You are about the biggest sports deal in all of the Nashville area from the extraordinary time you had with the Predators hockey team. And Nashville loves Mike Fisher.
Oh, thank you.
But I got to be honest with you, I don't know diddly squat about hockey. I went to a couple of games once, and the only thing I understood was the fights. That I got. But
that's the best part.
I mean, I grew up in Arkansas. You know, we didn't have any ice, we didn't have any hockey. Yeah. So anyway, but what I love about what you're doing now, this is up my alley. Yeah. Hunting and fishing. And boy, that's a transition from hockey. How on earth did you make the jump from hockey to hunting?
You know what? It really was all the Lord. I mean, I've always loved hunting and fishing.
Yeah.
Growing up, and I didn't know really what I would do after hockey other than more time with my family and kind of figure out what kind of God had for me. But just at the right time, he sent one of my city buddies into hunt camp to ask the question, had we caught any deers? And well, and most hunters have, you know, most hunters have heard that, but that started in hunt camp. Just one of our city boys that never hunted. I invited him to camp, kind of for fellowship. We do a lot of guys together and people and friends, and try to make it. It's kind of for me after hockey, because some of the things you miss when you retire is the camaraderie of the guys and team, and but the hunt camp, we get that. Actually, my hunt camp, I have one in Kentucky, and I've made lockers for everyone with nicknames, so they have their own stall. You get ready, and so I try to make it like hockey. So.
But you know, you don't come away with you know, facial injuries and teeth missing.
Oh, I don't know, bow hunting, you know. You never know.
You know, I've seen some of the videos that are on your website, and they're hilarious. Watch this.
Hey fellas, catch any deers?
Proud to introduce Catchin deers, the brand that stands up to this phony phrasing, not by lashing out, but by embracing it for the ridiculousness that it is. There's a lot of unrest out there, and us hunters need to stick together. I shoot a stick and string, Uncle Bob shoots a lever action, and how are ya? Pat over there shoots a vintage cannon. No, not that kind, the other one.
Hello there!
That was a test. Pat's not with us, he's a vegan and drives a Prius.
Over here!
Think back to all the times you've been asked if you caught anything when hunting. There's a lot of great responses, but the best one might be a deep sigh and a great hat. Hey, the best defense is a good offense.
They're really funny stuff, so I hope people will go and take a look at those on your website, because it's great stuff.
Yeah, we kind of say we take ourselves lightly and are hunting seriously, and we want to make people laugh. I mean, especially in hunting and fishing, sometimes it can get a little bit, it may lack a little humor, so we try to bring that. And we also bring our faith to it. Everyone in our company are strong Christians that really want to use that to encourage people to get in the outdoors and enjoy it. That's how I really connect well with God, and we've tried to use that the best we can. So.
You know, Mike, I think a lot of people don't understand that to have a balanced life, we have to have a relationship with God, with ourselves, with each other, but also one of the missing components is a relationship with creation, the things God made. One of the reasons that I love hunting and being in the outdoors, it gives me that perfect balance of being able to be with Him, with friends, get to know myself, and also being in the beautiful natural setting that God made and cannot be improved upon by anything man will ever make.
Oh, no question. I've always, ever since I was a little kid, I would go out with my dog, with my pellet gun, and I would just walk in. I was like 7, 8 years old, and I just loved being out. Whatever it was, God put that in me. I just loved being outdoors. And recently, this past week, we were in Wyoming in the mountains with my wife and our family, and it's just like, this is crazy. God didn't have to do it, but He did, and that's why I love being outdoors so much and hunting and fishing. And I do have a duck lease in Arkansas, so I'll be there this year. So.
Do you need anyone to come hunt? Hint?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Bible says you have not because you hint not, so I'm hinting.
There you go.
Yeah. If you've got an empty slot in the duck line.
Anytime, yeah.
So, you know, Arkansas, of course, is genuinely the duck hunting capital of the world, and it's because of all the rice fields in East Arkansas and the water sources and 2 of the flyways where the mallards come down out of Canada, your home country. So
that's right. You know, we send them all this way. You know,
God bless the Canadians for sending those mallards down our way.
That's right, yeah.
So what is do you have a favorite thing you like to hunt? Is it deer, duck, turkey?
with my hockey schedule as a young kid, the first thing I ever hunted with my dad was deer.
Yeah.
And we would go with my uncles, my mom's side of the family, to be at hunt camp. So I always loved deer hunting. And I mostly bow hunt now. I love bow hunting. But I do
That's
have...
He-Man stuff, Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's something about shooting a bow. It's just relaxing. But I do love bird hunting. I love turkey hunting,
Yeah.
waterfowl. I'm just kind of getting into now that I'm retired and have a little bit more time. So, but yeah.
Somehow, looking at you and the word retirement, it really, you know.
Well, everyone says, well, what are you doing with all your time now? It's like, well, I still have lots going on, and I travel a lot with my wife and family, and tour, and I do lots of other interests and stuff. And my wife says I have too many hobbies, so
Hunting is not
I turn that into,
No, but
good
hunting is
stuff.
not a hobby.
That's
You
true.
tell your wife that hunting and fishing are not hobbies. They're God's gift that He wants us to participate in.
She knows. And when I leave the house now, it's like work, work, work.
Does she buy that?
Job.
Come on, Mike, she doesn't buy that. For some people, hunting is controversial, and I don't understand it because I've grown up with it. But I don't think they understand that it's really not anything other than going out and seeing the world that God made, and it's bringing home food for your family. I mean, I don't go hunting just to take an animal or a bird, but it's about putting that meat on my table, which I find incredibly exhilarating to know that, something that God created, it's part of that circle of life, and it's exhilarating to be able to share that with friends and family. No
question. I mean, I always say if you ever get anything, it's icing on the cake, because the whole experience is all about being outside, being with friends. Part of our company is, and we'd like to show videos, we always like to be together, and it's just a conduit for a relationship, and which is hunting is. And
Yeah.
It's just about hanging out and having a good time with your friends. And always early bow season, we always do Bible studies in the morning. We hunt in the evenings, and that's just kind of that's what it's all about, and not just about killing things.
And one of the things I appreciate, you always put faith front and center, Mike, in what you do, even in your hunting and fishing. I think it really honors God and your commitment to put Him first. And that's such a powerful witness of your own personal life, and God bless you for that. It's refreshing.
Yeah, thank you.
Truly refreshing.
Thank you. Yeah. I've definitely been surrounded. I've had a great example at home. My parents are awesome, and I've been surrounded by, God's put so many people at the right times and challenging times in my life. I've struggled. I've made mistakes, and but Nashville's my home now, and I love it. And we have a great church and so many people that support us. You can't do it by yourself, that's for sure. And I'm blessed. So
I hope people go to your website. We're going to tell them where that is. And also they can get your gear at Tractor Supply, which is a great, great company across the country. And so if you're like me and you enjoy catching deers, then you're going to love the hunting apparel and the important message of Mike Fisher's company. Here's their website. It's called CatchinDeers.com. Better watch, it doesn't have a G on the Catchin. It's truly Southern. Catchin' Deers. Now, if you're seeing this, I know you've enjoyed that video. I mean, how could you not, after all? So you know what you should do? Leave a like, click on the subscribe button below, and hit the notification bell next to it so you'll always know when I have another video up for you to enjoy.